Alright, so here's my final take of the EdTech Foundations post-assessment. So the first thing on here is navigating between apps without a mouse, Command Tab, take a screenshot of the entire page, Command Shift 4. To adjust the zoom, Command plus, Command minus. Save a file to desktop or a specific folder. I guess we'll just go file save here and do this one. I don't think this is the best one because of how much data is on this, but I could export this and then choose it. And then I would just drag it to my desktop down here. Create a split screen. Just drag one of these windows out, and then we can resize it. I don't really want that window. Alright. To change the profile, you can click here on my little icon, and there's other profiles here. To change my desktop wallpaper, we go to System Preferences. If it'll load. Alright, so System Preferences, we desktop and screensaver. This is also where I would go to install updates. This is taking a really long time, but I'm gonna say I know how to do this because then I would just pick up a picture once they show up. Alright, to the last thing, we have install updates. We just did that. The last thing is connect to Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which are here on the top bar. You can change between those. Alright, web browser. To shift between tabs without a mouse is Control Tab. Cool. Right, to pen tabs, we can right click and then pen. Copy paste. We'll do Command C, and then I guess I'll just go up here and Command V it somewhere. Yeah. Alright. Copy paste. Use a Chrome extension. Wow, this is being really slow. Extensions are this little puzzle piece. I don't have any right now, but I could go to Manage Extensions and find some if I wanted them. Okay. Wow. The computer is doing strange. Okay. We have add a bookmark that we can just star for. Then to do the icon only. So whenever I press that star, okay. So you press the star and you just don't put anything in this name, and then it'll save as the little crumb right there. All right. To group tabs, just drag them on top of each other. I do not know why it is so slow. Okay. Anyways, so to group tabs, to favorite websites, I added that one. I don't know what I meant by that. To bookmark, we just walked through that. Oh, I think to favorite I meant when you open a new tab, you have those down here as your favorites, like the shortcuts. So you just do a little plus and type in the URL. Alright. To bookmark manager, we can go to bookmarks and then bookmark manager. To clear the history, go up here, and then I can scroll all the way down, show full history, and then clear. Alright, for Google Sheets, To create sheets, let's see, we'll go to sheets.new. Nice caps locks there. Okay. It's pulling up. Right, so I don't even know. Okay. So I know one of mine was to apply a formula to a single cell. So whenever this pulls up, I'll select on it, and then this formula box type like equals something. Equals sum maybe would be a nice one. To apply that formula to a range of cells, I would click and drag on this bottom right corner of the cell and then drag down. You can also do that across rows if you wanted to do the entire document. Right, to freeze cells, we have, you can right click on it. If you want to right click on a cell, and then you can go to view more cell actions and protect range, and that'll freeze it. As far as I could tell, there was not a better shortcut than that. Right, conditional formatting, that is up here in the format, conditional formatting right at the bottom. Right, I learned the formulas for basic operations. That's documented on my portfolio. We have sum, minus, divide, multiply. Right, perform an operation using multiple columns and rows. So if I wanted to do that, I could do equals sum, and then here, like maybe I want to do the sum of these, right? You can just click and drag, or you could type in if you want to know the, if you already know like the locations of your data. So just to show that this works, 5 and 4 is 9, and it auto-calculated right there in D14. All right, add rows and columns, we just did that, and then arrange and align text in cells. So, I mean, that's pretty standard, like the Google Suite. We have the center up here. You know, you could change all your fonts up here. Okay, so for LaTeX, let's go to Overleaf. We'll do a new project. So, EdTech PostSS. Great. All right, so for this preamble here, what I've been doing is just copying and paste. I copied and pasted it in my notes. And then I just do that in every document. There is a way to import that preamble. I've just heard it's not necessarily, it's not like the best practice to do, because like you're often importing things you don't need. So it, you know, it takes longer to compile the data than necessary. All right, let's get rid of you. All right, so we set up the preamble to insert an image. Do I have any images? I hope so. All right, so we're going to insert the screenshot. So what I did is I uploaded the file. All right. Then we can begin figure. Nope, didn't pop up. All right. Okay, include graphics. So the name of this is screenshot. I don't care about having a caption, but I would edit it in line 28 if I did. All right, it's going to pull up right there. So there's my screenshot. To insert a TEEX graph, which is something I'm using in one of my classes right now. Begin TEEX. And then you would name the nodes, the lines, etc. here. To enter math mode, we just do the double dollar signs for, I don't know, 4 times 2, right? We'll see how that shows up. Okay, it's mad at me because of all these spaces I'm putting. That's what all those arrows are for. You should go. Okay, so I know one of the other things was inserting a matrix. There's actually a bunch of different types, which I didn't know when I started this. This is one with parentheses, so I don't know, 1 and 2. So that's my first row. It has 2 entries. All right, there's my matrix. If I wanted this to have brackets, I would do B matrix. If I didn't want it to have any sort of closing things, I would just not use a P or a B. Okay, system of equations is begin cases. Um, 1 plus, I don't know, we're just making things up. Doesn't really matter what I'm typing. Let's see if that worked. Yeah. So that's our system of equations. All right. To bold, italicize, and underline text. So text BF for bold, text IT for italic, underline for underline. I believe I should have put that picture last. That's why it's taking so long to compile. As far as I've learned, there's not a good way to change. I mean, if I want to change the style of the text, then I can do like subsection, right? These are like headings, and as you can see, it shows up on the file outline. These are just like the heading things in Google Suite. If I don't want it to have these numbers, then you just put a little asterisk. All right. I am going to get rid of this picture because it's just taking forever. Okay. You saw that it rendered. All right. Last thing, change features of the page setup. So that's like columns, begin, multi-col. I think that's right. I don't think so. Okay. Enumerate does items, so item 1. So this is a numbered list that I just made. Cool. Okay, what else? If I want to center something, begin center, centered text. Cool. Right, I think that's pretty much all that's on here. Indent paragraphs, you know, you just put a little backslash indent before. All right, so last thing is GeoGebra. Oh, just being so slow. Okay. I want the geometry. Okay, well, I'm really not sure why it's taking so long to pull up. Okay. Tools. Okay, so one of them was points. For point, there's 2 things. You know, you can just put it there. You can also put the name of your, like the location of your point. So we could put one at the origin. All right, for tools, let's let's see, we want to draw a line, so we can click 2 points. What else is there? Points, lines, regular n-gons, reflections. So a lot of these are just like hunting and finding. Alright, so here's a regular polygon. We'll do it about these 2 points, and it's a square. Alright, to reflect. So maybe I want to because I did not do a tech dive on GeoGebra, I'm feeling out of touch with it. Okay, reflect about a line. And then we want to reflect it about this. Cool, so that does that. All right, I believe rotation was something else I wanted to do. So object, we'll rotate it about A and 45 degrees. All right, save and export graphs. We'll do that last. To measure an angle, so the angle between CAB should be 90 degrees, and it told me that. What else is there? Find points of intersection. Intersect. So this one and this object, they intersect along this line right there. All right, find roots of graphs. Well, I guess I better give us a graph then. All right. X squared plus, I don't know, x minus 6. I think that should work. All right. So we got a nice parabola. We want to find the extremum. It tells us there's one down here, like -6-ish. To find the roots, it should be -3 and 2, and it tells us that. All right, so the last thing is to save and export. So the first thing is like you could just screenshot this, Command-Shift-4. Let's see, the next thing is to just save the graph. I don't care if it has a title. And then I can either export, embed, or copy it. All right, so that's it. That is all my tasks.